Most people think skin collapses in a moment. Like one day it's fine and the next day it's ruined. But that's not what happens. Collapse is usually the last visible frame of a long biological process. This chapter is about the phase before that, the moment where nothing looks dramatic, but the system is already out of reserve. The earliest signs aren't dramatic, they're performance failures. Makeup stops sitting correctly, texture degrades by midday, moisturizer absorbs, but the comfort doesn't last. Nothing looks wrong. Friends still compliment your skin, but something feels different. That's not coincidence, that's your first warning. Here's why this phase messes with people. Skin doesn't operate on human time. Biology has delay built into it. What you see on your skin today often reflects what happened days, weeks, and sometimes months ago. So when things go wrong, you look for a recent cause, like what did you add this week or what product triggered the reaction. But here's the reality check. Exposure isn't an event, it's background noise. It's not about the one bad serum you used yesterday. It's about what your skin is tired of filtering every single day. In skin science, we call this buffering. We think of it as a filter system. This filter decides what passes through quietly and what deserves a response. When the filter is strong, heat doesn't become inflammation and friction doesn't become irritation. But when reserve drops, that filter weakens. The skin stops discriminating. Everything registers as a threat. That's why early sensitivity feels vague, not catastrophic, just unpredictable. Here's the model that explains why safe routines fail. We're taught that skin adapts. We think adaptation means success, but adaptation is not free. Adaptation is the trade-off. When your skin adapts to stress, it doesn't erase it. It purchases stability today by spinning your reserve for tomorrow. So you can look fine and you can feel fine, but the account is draining. And the first thing to go when the account hits zero is not redness and it's not acne, it's the filter. What spins that reserve? Almost never one dramatic event. It's the incremental load. Hard water drying white on your faucet and calcifying on your pores. Indoor pulling moisture from your skin like a desert pulls water from soil. UV exposure stacking quietly, not burning you, just aging your tolerance. Even good skincare, when frequency exceeds recovery. None of these feel urgent, but together it bankrupts the system. So how do you know if you're in this phase? Because remember, your skin still looks fine. You can't see reserve dropping, but you can often notice it. Here are 3 signs that the trade is getting expensive. Sign number 1, the product sting. You apply a simple moisturizer or sunscreen, something you've used 100 times, and for 10 seconds it stings, then it goes away. Most people ignore this, or they think, oh, it's just active. But no, that's your nerve endings registering a breach in the filter. A healthy barrier does not sting from bland hydration. Sign number 2, the texture gap. You wake up, your skin feels smooth, and by 2 p.m., without touching your face, texture has roughened. It looks grainy under bathroom light. That's not clogged pores forming in 6 hours. That's hydration escaping faster than you can replace it. The tank is leaking. Sign number 3, the redness flush. You wash with warm water or walk from a cold car into a warm building and you flush red. Not pink, red, and it takes more than 20 minutes to fade. That's vascular instability. That's the system struggling to regulate a simple temperature change because it no longer has energy to dampen the response. If you recognize 2 of the 3, you aren't sensitive, you're paying for adaptation faster than your system can recover. As reserve drops, your sense of normal shifts. You adapt. You start saying, my skin has always been sensitive. I just don't tolerate products anymore. That's baseline drift. You didn't become reactive overnight. You normalized the loss gradually. The danger isn't collapse, it's forgetting what stable ever felt like. When performance fails, we escalate. We exfoliate more, we treat harder, and it's convincing because it almost works. A stronger acid improves texture briefly. A treatment gives glow temporarily, but that improvement is a lie your nervous system wants to believe. Short-term gains don't mean capacity increased, they usually mean you just spent your last bit of reserve. At this stage, the skin looks fine to everyone else, but you know it's fragile. Recovery is slow, tolerance is narrow. This isn't failure, it's a warning. Most people are taught to fight their skin here. This series teaches you how to read it instead. In the next chapter, we talk about how to stop the trade, how to restore capacity before collapse becomes visible. If this way of seeing resonates, stay with the series.